In order to create your success story, number one, you must understand the right definition of success. We'll spend a while on that. Number two, you must eradicate all the wrong mindset, wrong philosophies, wrong principles and myths. Then number three, you must realize the 5 irrefutable facts of success. If you're going to become successful, there are 5 irrefutable facts that you must realize and understand. We're now going to look into that. So number one, the first irrefutable fact that you must understand is that you are not created to be a failure. And let me tell you something. We can say that 1 million times until you believe it for yourself. Saying it to you will not make a difference. But I'm letting you know, you are not created to be what? To be a failure. The problem with many people is that even though God believes in them, they don't believe in themselves. You don't believe. So even when they are telling you you are great, you are like, hey, am I, me? Say you can do it, hey, am I sure? That self-doubt, that self-loof is what has kept many people out of the place of success. So one thing you must settle is that God has not created me to be a failure. Now think about it, that the creator of the earth, the creator of the ends of the earth, the creator of the universe now created a failure. Think about it. If you are created to be a failure, that means God is a failure. Is God a failure? Think about it. Do you know what it took God to create you? He said, let us, a combined honor of the Trinity, created you. Are you now telling me that God created you and he now created a failure? No. You are not a failure. Now, why is it that a lot of people find it difficult to comprehend this truth? One of the major reasons is because we have failed in many things. I say now, we have failed in many things. And because you fail in things, you now equate failure in things as failure as a person. There's a difference between failure as an event and failure as a person. Now, let's look at it. How many of you have ever failed the exam before? But you have graduated. How many of you, when you were growing up as a child, you are trying to learn to walk, you stood up and you fell down? Are you still falling now? It's part of the package. When you are trying to walk, you fall, you rise, and then you stand and you fall no more. When you are writing an exam, they do tests, you miss it, say, okay, you get correction, and then you move on. At the end of the day, you graduate. That's the way life is. Listen to me. When we were in school, we did experiments, right? In chemistry, we go and do it. What's experiment? Let's check whether it will work. That's life. There are experiments in life. So who now told you that now that you have graduated, no more experiments? So failure in an event does not make you a failure as a person. A successful man can fail exam. Hello? Okay, so let me give you an example now. If you are a billionaire, and you write an exam and you fail, are you no more a billionaire? You are still a billionaire that failed the exam. Now, does that failure in that exam make you to not be a billionaire anymore? Now, if you are a parent, you have 3 children. You have 3 children, oh. You now went to the embassy, they rejected you. You failed in the visa interview. Does it mean you are no more a mother or a married person? That is an event. It doesn't cancel everything about your life. Are you getting it now? So the problem is that because we have areas of our lives where we are inadequate, areas of our lives where we are struggling, areas of our lives where we have not done well, we now conclude that that singular event becomes the definition of your entire existence. Abba. One man broke your heart, served you breakfast, and said you are not good enough, nobody will marry you. You now conclude that all men has come. How many men have you related with? How many? What's your body count? How many? You now say all men are scum. How? No, all men are not scum. A brother was crying one day because he got into a relation with a girl, and then because a lot of this our Igbo brother, They just relax. They are in their shop in Alaba or Daliko or Computer Village. The only place they go to is China to go and bring container. They don't really want to travel. They are just, so started sponsoring this girl. She said she want to go and be buying goods. Sent her to Turkey, sent her to, the guy just, they go, they travel. As the guy, they travel, they buy things, they come. In the day exposed, he hide, they wide. After I don't settle, come say the guy in illiterate. Say no, go fit continue the relationship. The guy was crying here inside this church. Was crying. I spend money on her. All these women are useless. All these women, they're after your money. I say, bro, cool down. No, the one way you meet. Not all women. You cannot paint every woman with one brush, because if you say that, even your mother is a woman. Hello? So we need to understand that you are not created to be a failure. Yeah, you failed in the relationship, you failed in an exam, you failed in an interview, you failed in it. No problem. Everything you failed in, you can win in again. If you are willing to try again. There are many of us that you did that ICANN, you didn't pass the first one, you did again, you passed. You did that professional exam, you didn't pass, you did GC, you didn't pass, you did it again, you passed. So don't let anybody bring you into a place where you begin to think that you are a failure. You are not a failure. Now, say to your neighbor, you are not a failure. Say to the other person, you are not a failure. Now, tell yourself and call your name, Olumide, you are not a failure.